Okay, Kevin, I want to give you your next update video on Magnum, show you what we're doing for his handling drills. We're here in the main training field where we kind of set up a drill that we usually call the T. It gets a lot of names, but usually the T or the teaching him overs, whatever you want to call it, it's got a lot of names. So what you need to see is that in this field, we're giving him aids to be able to see where I want him to go, to make it very clear what I want. All right, so the maiden pile is going to be back here at this one in the center right by the building. Okay, that's about 75 or 80 yards from where we're going to be running. So that's going to be our back pile, right? And then we've got another white marker right over here. I got a piece of pipe sitting on the ground over here. It's nice bright white. He can't miss it. That's going to be what we're calling the left pile or the over pile. And then we've got the other marker is right over here. That is a piece of styrofoam that's going to be the right pile. So what we're going to do is we're going to set up piles here and get him to go to different places. So the purpose of this is to be able to help him to understand where we want him to go, when we want him to stop, and how we want him to do it. So what I'm going to do is, because the over piles are closer on this T drill, it's very tempting for him to go there because those are, he can go get a bumper quicker and easier. So I'm only going to throw one bumper right at each one of those. The general idea is we want the dog to have confidence to keep going. You picked it up, didn't you, you little booger? We want him to build momentum. We want him to keep going, keep driving, go farther. Um, the the idea is that when we're teaching a dog to run blinds, it's always easy to stop them closer. The harder part is getting them to keep going, go deeper, go farther. So we always prioritize the back pile because we want him to go long. So we're going to spend most of our time getting him to go long. So I'm going to drop a whole pile of bumpers out here. And we're going to run. I'm not going to show you the whole thing because it's kind of 30 minutes of the same thing. But showing you how we get him to control. And he's been doing very well at this. I should also clarify that we are doing this without any e-collar on. He seems to respond very well to voice and to audible corrections. See how far we can get away with that. Just going to drop the bucket right here for our bumpers he brings back. So I'm going to set my line right about here. That's right, he's a righty. Here, heel, sit, sit. Now, there's a lot of pieces going into this. One, I am wanting to teach him left, right, and over, or left, or overs and back. But also, we can do, there's a lot of steadiness, there's a lot of diversions, there's a lot of things going on in here. And what I'm doing right now is I walked away from him to throw that bumper because I want him to understand two important things. One, sit down and sit still. Two, you're going to the long pile, right? So he saw that bumper go to the long pile. He knows where to go. Sit. Back. Right there. I don't know if you could tell him on camera, but he was doing this on me. Good boy. So he was looking right, he was looking left, like, am I going there? And I waited until his head was looking straight out. Here. Good. Back. And I may give him a little bit of a, if he locks in on one side, I may tell him no, right? But we can tell him good or yes when he locks into that long one. Good. Hey guys, go ahead and get all the dogs in the yard back in kennels and crates. don't know. Just get it done. Interrupting my video. Got my kennel helpers trying to bail on work on me today. No, no, no. Yeah, good. No. Back! So it's really subtle right there where he's just very slight tilt to the head. He's looking around like, where am I going, boss? Where am I going? He's trying to figure out what we're doing. So he's communicating with me right here at the line. And really, everything at a hunt test, once we get past started in junior, everything at a hunt test is won and lost right here at the line. His initial line, is he's trying to communicate with me. Where am I going? Right? Good. Back! Now I'm going to go ahead and stop him. Good. Take our time here. There's no rush. I'm going to put my left hand up so he can see it well. Oh, take a nice little step. And I'm not even saying the word loud enough for him to hear. I want it to be all about the, I want him to see it. I may have not been on camera for that. Good. Now, I want him to understand that he's going to the long pile. So I'm not even going to put another bumper on this left over. Instead, I'm going to throw this one long again because he needs to go long. Right? That's the path he needs to think. He needs to think, go long, go straight, go long and straight. That's what we need to think. We can always stop him because he sits real pretty. You did a good job on that piece of it. Back. And once he's seen one, once he sees me throw it to that pile, he knows where he's going. Good boy. He's shopping a little bit at the pile there, which I don't like. Shopping is a term that means he's looking at all the different bumpers to decide which one he wants. Heel. Heel. But that's okay. Back. So I'm only going to stop him on about every third run long. The more you stop the dog when we're doing this, the more he'll have a tendency to what we call pop. A pop means that he'll go out there halfway and sit down and look at you without blowing the whistle. Here. Right. That was me. So I'm going to go ahead and stop him on this one. No. Back. Good. Oh. Good. Good boy. Here. You. Good dog. So he's taking a nice sit. He's taking a nice cast for me. He's cooperating. He's sitting on the whistle well. He's actually sitting. Some dogs stop and will just turn and look. But he's doing a good job of actually sitting, which is what I want to see. Let's throw him one more long one. And now what I'm going to show you is what we're going to call diversion. All right? So that's another concept that they have to do in the season test is a diversion. Back! So diversion just means another bird comes out when they're on their way back. And I'm going to make this pretty tempting. I'm going to throw it right past him. Hey, hey, hey. Good. And I'm totally fine with him looking at it. Yep. And I'm not going to let him pick it up. We don't want him to think that he can switch and go pick it up. So in training, we rarely let the dog pick up the diversion because we want him to think, okay, well, just because another one came out doesn't mean it's yours. Right? So now what I'm going to do is now we're going to do a little concept double right after this. Sit. So I'm going to toss one over here, right at the white thing. Toss one over here, that white thing. So he knows where those are. He's sitting steady. right? And so now we can give him a little simple, very high success rate double, right? So he saw this one on the left, heel, heel, heel. I'm going to re-heel him, and I'm aiming him in this direction. Good. Nope. Magnum. So he turned his body over there, and he knows where he's going because he's been there, right? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn my body to aim him in the other direction. Good. Magnum. And we've got a very highly successful double that he's going to do. So I'm really happy with how Magnum's doing. I don't have any real complaints. We've got a few little things. He's not great at if I put this on the ground, I go right there and I say fetch. He's like, yeah, forget you. That's not good. I need him to be able to just set it down there and I say fetch and he grabs it in the off chance that he drops a bird coming back in. But I can fix that, or I can work around it rather, by just as soon as he comes in, make sure I grab it. Don't give him a chance to drop. Also with birds, he's better, but he does give me a drop every now and again right there at the line, and so we have to kind of deal with it. But all the other major pieces, going straight, stopping, changing direction, having good momentum, I'm happy with him. I'm happy with his control, especially for his age. He's in good shape for his age, so he's doing well. So I like what I see out of Magnum. We're off to a good start.